This video is about unit rates, and in this particular question where the cyclist covers 65 kilometres in 3 hours, we're interested in the rate at kilometres per hour. In other words, the number of kilometres they do in 1 hour. That's our understanding of speed. However, in a lot of questions you can have either one of two rates, so it could have been kilometres per hour or hours per kilometre. But because we've used the word speed here, it has to be kilometres per hour. Now we know that speed is equal to distance over time, or distance divided by time, which is 65 kilometres over 3 hours, which comes out at 21.6 recurring kilometres per hour. Or we could go to 21.7 kilometres per hour if we wanted to round our answer to 1 decimal place. In the second question, we have quite a different rate. We have a drip rate, which would be the number of drips or drops from a tap per minute, and the information that we've got here is that it's 110 drips over 5.5 minutes. So our drip rate is equal to the number of drips or drops over a certain period of time. So that's 110 over 5. I'll put this in as a decimal, 5.5 minutes. 110 divided by 5.5 is 20, so it's 20 drops per minute. Notice that we don't have a unit for drops, so we just use the concept that we're discussing. Third one, we have a plane descending 1,200 metres in 9 minutes, 12 seconds. What is the rate of descent? Now this one's an interesting one, rate of descent. So this is going to be metres per minute or metres per second, not minutes per metre. It's the wording of the rate of descent. So it's the descent per unit time. So the rate of descent is equal to the actual descent quantity or distance divided by time. Now, this one's a little bit tricky. What units do we use for time here? We could use minutes or we could use seconds. We could make this 12 seconds into a decimal part of a minute, or we could take the 9 minutes and convert it into seconds. Metres, we've got descent in metres. If we have our time in seconds, that would make our units metres per second, and that's a fairly conventional unit. It's much more conventional than metres per minute. So let's put our time in seconds. So the descent was 1,200 metres. Now, to get our time in seconds, it's going to be 9 times 60, which is the 9 minutes plus 12. And that's going to come out as 552 seconds. So this is 552 seconds. So 1,200 divided by 552 comes out as 2.2, and our units are metres per second.